Hey, so I wanted to share a project that I'm currently working on. It's a Trek ticket frame that I picked up towards the middle to end of last year, just before the fall set in. Right after I fell in love with the local pump track, I realized I'd like to have a second bike. And in looking around, I found this one, and I really, really liked it. One of the primary things that I really like about this one is the color. So it's this. And let's go back here and close this again. The color is it's called Emerald Isis, matte Emerald Isis, and it kind of color changes from green to purple, and it's kind of dope. So I ordered it, and it came in, and here it is behind me. And so unboxed it, took a peek, and yeah, I really, really like the color. I like the color a lot. As soon as I saw it, I thought this would be a good project to put oil slick parts on. So potentially oil slick chain, oil slick, any parts that I can get pretty much in oil slick as long as it doesn't end up looking too gaudy. But this is the frame in person, pretty much straight out of the box. You can see it looks very green right now, but if you rotate the bike, it'll turn like purple. It'll start looking kind of purple. It looks much better in person, obviously. So, so that's the frame for the project. And I started looking at tires, and these Kendas were relatively new to the market. And for a pump track, I think these would be exceptional. I didn't want to go with too much knob on my tire because I'm not going to be doing dirt jumps and really on the dirt jump part portion of things. This is strictly going to be for inside the asphalt pump track. There's a pump track that opened up near me in Chicago. It's only a few minutes away, like 15, 20 minutes away, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'll have to take some videos and post some images of it. But it's a brand new asphalt pump track made by, I believe it was Velo Solutions. They came out last year and actually completed that project. There's like a beginner mid-level track, and then there's a mid-level higher end track because there's actual jumps on that one, where you're going to actually try to catch some air. And but they're connected by like an asphalt strip, and so it's all very smooth and very, very awesome. So far I got the frame. I picked up these tires. These tires are the Kenda 360 Pro. Went straight to their website and picked these up. Um, Paid retail for them. It kind of hurt. They're a little pricey for a pair of tires on a bike that I'm not going to use very much. Hopefully, I use a lot more than I did last year. My other one. But these actually look really good. So I got the tan color. So you can get these in tan, or you can get them in here. You can get these in tan, or you can get them in black. Black seems kind of basic, so I went for the tan, and it kind of worked out. So once I actually put them back on the, once I took this wheel. This is actually the front wheel off my Marin Alcatraz, which is over there. This is actually the front wheel. So I mounted up this tire real fast and took a peek, and I really like the color combination so far. And with a little bit of oil slick, I think this will be a really, really sweet looking build. And it's a very solid frame. Look at the welds on this thing. I mean, it's a really stout frame. So I'm looking forward to riding it. So I got frame, I got tires. We're gonna go ahead and use the same saddle that I have on my Marin Alcatraz, and that is a gusset pivotal saddle. And so you can see the grooves down here for the pivotal saddle portion. And I also happen to have this is the stem handlebars off of the original build of the Marin Alcatraz. I upgraded a bunch, not upgraded, but I just swapped out a bunch of parts. I watched too many Matt Jones videos and ended up buying a whole bunch of gusset stuff to put on that bike. Um, because it was kind of cool to build it, and it was kind of cool to upgrade it and do some things to it and kind of change some of the colors out on it. It's very cool. But these grips, I've already got my first bit of oil slick for the clamps on the grips, and I think it's going to look pretty good. I don't know if I'm actually going to stay with these handlebars and the handlebars and the stem, for the simple fact that I'm going to try to use as many SRAM parts on this build as I can. Now, SRAM does not make wheels. They don't make 26-inch wheels. But SRAM does make a crank, a bottom bracket, brakes, probably the chain ring, maybe. But the chain ring is probably going to be oil slick if I can help it. Um, let's see, brakes. What else can I put on this? They don't make a pivotal seat post at all, from what I can see. Handlebar stem they do make. So I'm gonna try to go with as much SRAM stuff, like I said. Support my local company, and of course a RockShox Pike DJ fork for the front end. So definitely gonna go with that. That being said, the next video that I make with this, hopefully it's in my buddy's hands, and he's gonna actually, it's a brand new frame. I don't like necessarily building up brand new frames because I don't know what kind of trickery it might run into it. I'll do upgrades and other stuff, especially on road bikes. But for this particular one, I'm going to leave it to the pros, and I'm going to let him go ahead and build this thing for me and order the rest of the parts, the balance of the parts. So, till next time, if you have any questions about this frame and my choices so far, I am definitely not an expert. I'm definitely a novice. If there were videos of me riding the pump track last year, they're probably extremely embarrassing. But I can tell you, I had a blast. I had an absolute blast. I had so much fun that I'm building a second bike for the sole purpose of being able to let other people ride the pump track on these types of bikes. It's absolutely amazing. There's BMX bikes over there that you can actually rent and kind of try out. But the 26-inch mountain bike, most of my friends are roadies anyway. They'll feel much more comfortable in 26 than a BMX. A BMX feels like a tiny little toy under those folks. So this is just kind of to help my friends out and to just to make another dope bike because I'm addicted to bikes. All right, till next time, peace. Thanks.